Hello everyone. So today we are going to discuss about the chapter electricity. Electricity is probably considered the eighth wonder of modern civilized world, and its discovery and utility have revolutionized the homes and industries of the civilized world. And we know life today is totally dependent on it. We can't think of a life without electricity. And electricity is one form of energy that is produced from another types of energy. For example, electricity is produced from wind. Electricity is produced from heat. So it's a type of energy which is produced from other type of energies, other form of energies. So first thing we have to discuss here is about the discovery of electricity. It is impossible to say when electricity was discovered. We get only just an idea. It was early in 600 BC or something. So the first person we consider is Thales of Miletus. He is one of the seven wise men of ancient Greece, and he is said to have observed that when amber is rubbed with bits of straw, electricity is produced. Hence, electricity, the word electricity is derived from the Greek word electron. Its meaning is amber. And the second person who made some contribution in this is Sir William Gilbert. And he found that other substances other than amber also electrified. For example, glass rod when rubbed with silk. And third person is Francis Dufay of France, and he find that there are two kinds of electricity. And the fourth person, Benjamin Franklin, in 1706 to 1790, he gave the name for these two types of electricity. That is positive electricity and negative electricity. Positive electricity is the charge on glass rod rubbed with silk, and negative electricity to the charge on ebonite rod rubbed with fur. So they classified the electricity as two, positive electricity and negative electricity. Here the next topic, electric charge and its properties. We know about mass. What is mass? Mass is a fundamental property of any matter. So as like mass, charge is also a fundamental property of matter, and charges are of two types. They are positive charge and negative charge. Positively charged particles means if a charge carries a proton or charge carried by a proton is positive and charge carried by an electron is negative. A body gets positively charged if it loses electrons and negatively charged when it gains electrons. That is, electron is negatively charged particle. Now the next topic. So I already discussed about the electric charge. Now properties of electric charge. So first property, unlike charges attract each other and like charges repel each other. That is, similar charges repel each other while opposite charges or different charges they attract each other. Opposite charges attract each other and similar charges repel each other. That's the first point. Second point, the force between two charges, if there is two charges existing in nature, in our surroundings, the force between these two charges varies directly as the product of two charges and inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. That is, we can write F directly proportional to Q1 Q2 by R square, where Q1 and Q2 indicates the charge of individual charges, R indicates the distance between these individual charges. And this statement, that is the mathematical statement F directly proportional to Q1 Q2 by R square, or F equal to K into Q1 Q2 by R square. This is called statement of Coulomb's law. And third point, electric charge is conserved. Conserved means it can neither be created nor be destroyed. You may be familiar with the term energy conservation. Energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. Such like electricity or electric charge is a type of or form of energy, and such electric charge is conserved. It can neither be created nor destroyed. Fourth point, electric charge is additive. That is, additive means if there are a number of charges, for example Q1, Q2, Q3, etc. Q1 is of 2 coulomb, Q2 is of 3 coulomb, then the total charge will be the algebraic sum of individual charges. If there is two charges of 2 coulomb and 3 coulomb, the total charge will be the algebraic sum, means 2 plus 3, that is 5 coulomb will be the total charge. And last point, electric charge is quantized. Quantized means electric charge can take only some specific values. There is an equation Q equal to Ne. This N denotes plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 3, etc. It can't take 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, such type values. It can take only the specific values, that is plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2. This type of natural numbers only it can take. And E indicates the charge on an electron, that is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. That is charge on an electron. Our next topic, conductors and insulators. You are very familiar with the topic, conductors and insulators. Conductors are the substances through which electricity can easily pass. They are known as conductors. Examples of conductors are metals. In metals, they are gold, copper, silver, iron, etc. These are the examples for conductors. And insulators are the substances through which charges cannot pass. Example, glass, what we can say, plastics, bricks, etc. Paper, etc. are the examples for insulators. So they are the substances which do not allow electricity to pass through them. Next one, electricity is broadly classified as two types, electrostatics or static electricity. The word static means rest. The branch of electricity which deals with the study of charges at rest is called electrostatics or static electricity. In the same time, the branch of electricity which deals with the study of charges in motion, they are called current electricity. And in this chapter, electricity, we are dealing about current electricity, that is the charges in motion.